in the last game.
Oh my goodness, that was such a comeback in that fourth quarter by Brazil. And they needed to, because they had almost looked...
They defeated South Sudan as they needed to, 86-76. Also had a 10-point win over Czechia in their most recent game when they won 84-74. And after a day off yesterday, they look switched on, which they didn't against Mali at the start. As we get underway from Wuhan, trying to control the tip. And they're off to the races through the captain. Now she takes on Cardoso, feeds the ball outside. Changman Man, 3-ball, it fires for her, and that's a much-needed bucket.
And then inside to her better angle. Trying to come up with the ball.
Changman Man gets it back from Han Shu, and now got Cardoso in the air and helps herself to the easy two, and China in front for the first time.
I like it when Han Shu puts the ball to the ground. Little shot fake there, got Cardoso out of position, and then Cardoso almost answers at the other end.
Loose ball, and after it, Changman Man. It's down to the baseline. Got beyond Goncalo there and adds another two, so it's 7 unanswered points. Alana Goncalo picks up the dribble. Wanted Dantas. She had to do a bit of work to claim the ball there, but did it well against Zhang Ru. And didn't get the coach too happy either. Mies Dantas had double coverage, and it went away, and she went to work. So she ties us away at 9. Young Shu Yu with it. Shot clock works the red numbers here. She takes on Nascimento. Cardoso came across for the help, but they can't prevent her from knocking down the shot. Cardoso kept it alive, was double teamed. The Oliveira got a piece of it, but it spills here to Young Shu Yu once more. They've got numbers up the floor quickly here. And they've left the open shot from the outside, and Deborah Costa and Brazil to get it forward. Here's Cardoso. Now, the pass again wasn't the best.
Yeah, no, that's got to be better. Cardoso was doing all the hard work, the heavy lifting out there, had established good position, but what a great answer by China to just take it right back at Brazil straight away.
Martins is out there as well. So Mies Dantas, here she is, the only starter on the floor at the moment for Brazil and the likely provider of the points. As Wang Jianxi looks for Wang Yu down low, and that was an excellent play.
Well, it was a really good...
At the moment, although they've got Dantas and Cardoso back out there on the floor, the big guns. Well, that's a nice finish there as it opens up for Kaka Martins to get her first score in the game.
Wasn't that an assertive throw?
Martins with 4 points. Tough shot, never looked likely against some good D. And now Young Shu Yu charging up the floor, wants to go solo, banks 2 off the glass.
That is tough. The pace that she was running really well to get their defender trailing behind them. China, kiss it off the glass. Great result. 6
in the game for her now. Han Shu with 10 has more. Penetration was solid there and strong work. De Oliveira gets it back from Moura. Goncalo to the baseline, but nothing on offer there. De Oliveira fires from deep, and she's shooting the ball very well. You've got to be able to either hit your threes or have a combination of getting a bit of penetration in there. Brazil in front. As De Oliveira gets her first points, but at the other end, well, they post her up once more, and Dantas has got her hands full here and can't prevent the youngster from coming up with her first score in the game. Her height and the range she gets makes it difficult. That's a good release, quick release there from Goncalo. Dribble penetration or pass penetration, you can't just keep passing it around the perimeter against the zone, and there we saw it. But, wow, great answer by Wang Shu Yu. De Oliveira uses Goncalo. Now it's Moura. Not really an offensive threat, so she defers to Dantas, who gets a user-friendly roll to add to her tally. Li Yuru, now Young Shu Yu. Against Cardoso, skip pass outside Changman Man. Dantas 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She had 2 quiet games. It seems as though her nice finish there from Young Shu Yu. Just a little push off that went unnoticed to get herself open. 6 in the game for her at the other end. It's Cardoso who adds to her tally. Now, a little over a minute out from half time. Changman Man. Oh, nice work there to get the open look for Wang Yu. So timeout called here. 1:02 left on the clock. Wang has 7 points on 3 of 4 from the field. So a great contest, an arm wrestle. Deborah Costa goes solo here and gets it done. First score in the game for her. By Deborah, but they get it back to Young Chu Yu. Shot clocked at 2. Li Yuru has to fire. A high arc on the shot, but it's all the bottom of the net.
Caught that ball and just went straight into dribble penetration. She didn't hesitate at all.
Well, it's not their preferred option.
Well, because China are doing a good job of blocking out, not giving any second chance opportunities.
Han Shu knocks down the 3. China have got their biggest lead of the game. It's into double digits. Cardoso wrestling with Han Shu, trying for position down on the low block, but again the defense was solid. Now Goncalo gets rid of her opponent. She drills the triple on cue. She's near the halfway line, so now she starts to get busy. Picks up the dribble. Han Shu wanted it, but she skipped passes to the corner, and Zhang Man. Zhang Man 3 of 4 individually as well. So here's the Middies Dantas. Ball away in the paint, and that was sweet.
She is so good at that.
15 in the game now for her. 5 of 6 from 2-point territory. Yang Shu Yu, they left her open and she makes them pay. So they had only 5,000 total in the first 2 quarters. Let's see who thought about the 3. Elected for the penetration instead. Couldn't get it to fit though. Loose ball, good hustle for it. Well done there, Martins. Got it to Cardoso, who feeds De Oliveira. One-on-one fast break. She did well there to come up with the finishing touches, De Oliveira. 6 in the game now for De Oliveira. Han Shu, oh, good ball work. Looked off the D, helped herself to another 2. So now, Cardoso is the only starter on the floor at the moment for Brazil. Mura, a little out of control, has given it up. Wang Yu with a chance now after those misses, and she adds to the tally. Otherwise, they're not going to the World Cup. Again, Cardoso comes up empty, 3 of 9 for 7.
Steal. Great steal in there by Deborah. She just turned.
Brazil has 9 turnovers in the game, and likewise China with a similar number. The Yuru, Wang Yu. Less than a minute left until 3/4 time, and she gets a bucket, draws a foul, chance at a 3-point play, and Brazil is starting to look a little frayed at the edges here. See, the call was for the help D to arrive. I think they're on 3 points since half time. But here's Cardoso from close range. High percentage play. She's got 9 now to go with 9 rebounds. Right on the 3/4 time buzzer. Brazil going to have to improve that mark to have any chance here. China with a possession arrow. They lead by 15. Shot from Li Yuru off the mark. Bella Nascimento grabs the rebound for Brazil and pushing the tempo here. She goes solo. They stood off her and she helped herself to the bucket. First score since quarter time for Bella Nascimento. Brazil need to win to make it, and if they don't, Czechia will get through, and Brazil and South Sudan will be the 2 teams that miss out. Dantas, quick release, banks 2 off the glass. Cool down from deep after being 9 of 14 at 3/4 time. Goncalo turned down a good look to get the Middies Dantas a 3. So it's not over just yet. Dantas was also getting into her back, but at the other end, Dantas knocks down the 3. So China called timeout, deflected the pass, gets an opportunity here for China, and she wants it back early. Started at the defensive end, at the offensive end, she's going to get it done as well. Goncalo, Cardoso, neat pass, and from close range, adding another 2 there.
Twin towers of Shang Zuyu and Hang Shu.
And there she is at the other end.
There you go.
So you got a piece of it, but Goncalo's come up with a loose ball, and now Dantas, 2-on-1 fast break. She goes solo, good option. Wang Yu and China are just happy to milk the clock here at the moment. Now the penetration from the captain. Great defense there from Mura.
Won by Czechia. That was a fantastic quarter for them, but just a bit bemusing for all of us from Brazil.
Goncalo gets an open look, knocks it down. And Brazil won't be going to the World Cup again. Not this time round anyway, and China and their fans can celebrate here because they've closed out the tournament with a 12-point win and a 4-1 record.